Hello everyone. If you're preparing for the GRE, you know it's all about strategy. The test is now shorter, but that doesn't mean it's easier. Today we are covering the most common GRE mistakes and how you can avoid them to boost your score. First, we'll talk about general mistakes, not specifically quant or verbal. First major mistake is poor time management. The newer GRE is just under 2 hours, so every second counts. Many test takers waste too much time on one tough question, leaving easier ones unanswered. How do you avoid this? Understand that the GRE is section level adaptive, so your performance in the first section of any subject will affect the difficulty in the other section. You need to do well on the first section, not just one question. So maximize the accuracy, not on one question, overall. You should set internal time checkpoints. Example, in quant, don't spend more than 50 seconds of completely knowing nothing on a question. If after 50 seconds you're like, I don't know anything, move on. Guess, move on, make a note of it. If any question is taking too long, guess strategically for now. Don't leave it blank and move on. What if you don't have time to come back? Mistake 2, not practicing under test conditions. This is another big mistake. Studying in a relaxed way without simulating real test conditions. Many test takers ace practice questions but struggle under the time limit. How do you avoid this? Take full-length timed practice tests on a computer to mirror the real GRE experience. Get used to solving problems with the GRE's on-screen calculator instead of a personal one you have handy. Train yourself to work efficiently by practicing under time pressure. Now we talk about some quant-specific mistakes. This is overall mistake number 3, over-relying on the calculator. Well, the GRE allows a calculator in the quant section, but here's the trap. Using it too much can actually slow you down. Not every question needs a calculator. How do you avoid this? Use estimation for quick calculations. Recognize when mental math is faster, like multiplying by tens or estimating small square roots. The GRE calculator is a basic one. Don't rely on it for too much work, for fractions or complex algebra. Trust yourself. Next mistake here is not using smart strategies for quant comparison questions. These questions can feel tricky, but the biggest mistake is treating them like regular math problems, finding everything in the quantities instead of using strategies to understand how this comparison can be done better. You should actually try plugging in numbers, 0, 1, negatives, fractions, all types of numbers so that you don't miss cases. If your columns, both of them, contain variables, don't waste time solving for x. Look for relationships. Is this side always greater than that side? You don't care about the value, you care about what is bigger. Eliminate extreme cases, where you're obvious, okay, this can't be greater. Eliminate those choices so that even if you have to guess at the end, you have a higher chance of guessing correctly. Now, some verbal mistakes. This is mistake number 5 overall, misunderstanding vocabulary. Moving on to verbal. This particular mistake is a big one. The GRE loves to test high-level words in text completion, sentence equivalence, but simply knowing definitions is not enough. How do you avoid this? Instead of memorizing a dictionary, learn words in context by reading articles from sources like The Economist or Scientific American. Pay attention to word tone. Does the missing word need to be positive or negative? Mistake 6, choosing answers that sound right in reading comprehension. This is one of the biggest mistakes, just picking something because it sounds correct instead of proving it with evidence. The GRE often includes trap answers that are close but not quite right. How do you avoid this? Always find direct evidence in the passage before choosing an answer. If an answer feels right but you can't justify it with the text, it is probably a trap. Finally, AWA mistakes. Not practicing under timed conditions. Even though the new GRE removed one essay, the analyze and issue essay still matters. Many test takers struggle to write a strong essay in just 30 minutes. How do you avoid this? Use a structured template. Have your intro, 2-3 body paragraphs, then your conclusion. Don't waste time brainstorming for too long. Outline for 3 to 5 minutes and then start writing. Use specific examples but avoid complex, time-consuming ideas. Clarity is key. You should know what you're going to talk about. And there you have it, some of the most common GRE mistakes and how to avoid them. The key to GRE success isn't just knowing the content, it's about strategy and time management. So keep practicing, stay focused, and go ace that test. If you have any questions, feel free to put them in the comments. We'll be very happy to answer. All the best.